Hey, it's Dr. Karin. If you've experienced or are going through a breakup or divorce, I don't need to tell you how terrible it can be. I know, I've been there myself. It can leave you feeling wiped out, powerless, and like you're in a completely new world. It's very disorienting. In this video, I want to share with you 5 lessons that I've learned over 21 years of coaching to help you move from put down to powerful, from wounded to warrior, and to help you find your strength and spark again. Let's go. The first lesson we're going to talk about is something that really disengages this from being about you. All the energy that you're probably taking on from the divorce or separation or breakup, we can often blame ourselves and feel guilty and carry shame or regret or all of that stuff. But here is the kicker. People can only love you to the degree that they have found love for themselves. Let me say that again. People can only love you to the degree that they have found love for themselves. Now, when you're in a relationship and you find someone that you want to pair up with, that you maybe want to marry, and you find that you are in alignment with them, your alignment is there for a reason because you've got a matching energetic field, right? But over time, one of you can grow past it and one of you can stay stuck in a certain maybe victim mode or a certain powerless situation, and maybe they're still dealing with their demons or they're dealing with their wounds, and the other person, this happens a lot in relationships, one of the parties ends up growing, ends up doing some of their work, ends up getting healthier, ends up dealing with their old wounding. So then there ends up becoming a mismatch, right? The person that is dealing with and healing their old wounds, working on themselves, they will grow in energetic frequency because they will learn how to love themselves at a higher level, how to love life at a higher level, and potentially how to love their partner at a higher level. Well, if one of the people has not done their work, if they have not shown up and decided to grow and take the investment in themselves to really work on their old wounds and work on a daily basis to grow, right? Because it is a daily challenge. Relationships can be really, really hard. They're always going to trigger your shit. Always, 100% of the time. They say if you want to know about yourself, get into a relationship. But it's a choice when you're in that relationship. You're going to get triggered. Is it an old wound? Is it a deep wound? Is it a daily wound? Is it an acute situation? Is it chronic? What are we going to do to work on either correcting or healing? And both parties need to be on board. So if one person has not worked on themselves, they haven't done their work, and they're in a place of really low self-love, maybe they feel like a victim, maybe they are just in a really low energy of maybe it's shame, maybe it's regret, maybe it's just being really, really stuck in a place where they just want to keep feeling sorry for themselves. Well, you may or may not know it on the outside, but if that's happening, you will drift out of alignment with them. And very often when that happens, the relationship has come to a completion because you no longer are an energetic match, because people can only love you to the amount that they have found love for themselves. And as you go through and you look back and you think, wow, that's what happened, you will know now as you go out and look for your next potential partner, you will recognize really, really quickly if you have an energetic match and an alignment, because you will know that they love themselves as much as you love yourselves. And that in that capacity, you come together as two whole people looking to have a union. And that is what real love is all about. Now, the number 2 important lesson is something about spirituality and energy, and that is that you are now in charge of your energy field. You're no longer in this union. You're no longer responsible for that other person. And by the way, you're not here to save anybody. So if you were caught in that trap, I'm glad you're out of it. You're here to take care of you, not to be anyone else's savior, not to look to anyone else to save you or to keep you managed. You are here to manage your own life, and that starts with not only taking care of your mental body, your emotional body, and your physical body, but it also means taking care of your energy body. And as you grow spiritually, you will realize that this is the most important layer of yourself, because it actually says more about you than any other part of your physicality. So how do you do that? So when you separate from somebody in divorce or breakup, you've got to have an energetic separation. Now, it depends on the degree of chaos that ended the relationship or how the emotions are between you, but very, very likely you would like to have a separation of energy from this person. And so you can do that energetically. There's all kinds of things about cutting cords and detaching cords, and you can do all of that with like spiritual gurus, and those things really do have an effect on claiming your energy. But there is one piece of kind of meditative experiencing that you can do to visualize the energy between you guys being complete and done. So we're going to go through that really quickly right now. So it's important that when you realize that you'd like to have your energy back, you'd like them to have their energy back. If you're indeed broken up and it's done, you would like to have a clean break between the two of you guys. Now, I know clean is a word you're like, yeah, right, but we can make a clean and clear break between your energy fields. So first of all, I want you to pay attention to how much you are giving that person your energy still. Now, if you have kids with them or you have to interact with them for financial or business reasons, look, I get it. But just be really careful not to bring their energy back with you into your life, because it will attach to you. So what we want to do is we want to intentionally clear your energy field. So after you have an interaction with them, or if you're not interacting with them physically, you're having like a lot of thoughts about them, and you've actually, what's happened when you're doing that, or you're looking at social media, or you're looking at old photographs, you're actually drawing their energy back into your field, and that's actually sticking to your energy field. We want to create a clear, clean energy field for you that doesn't have them muddling in it, because the point is, if you're still bringing them into your energy field, you're still in a relationship with them. And if this break was a really good thing for your long term, which if it ended, it is the divine direction for your life, we want to clear that. So I want you to intentionally, either you can do it through saging your energy field, you can do it through literally, you can use your hands and just energetically wipe your energy field. I want you to say this prayer. So you say, any and all parts of, and then state your ex's name that are attached to me right now. I ask that that energy be given back to him or her directly, that it be cleared from my energy field, and that only the energy that matches my highest good be kept by me in my energy field to serve my highest good. Now you can pause the video and go back and repeat that prayer. If you have sage nearby, you can sage while you do it. You can wipe your energy field down while you do it and push all the energy into the earth to be recycled for good. And then we want to call your energy back. So then after you say that, you say, and I would like right now to call any energy of mine that is still attached to that person back into my energy field so that I am made whole again. And you ask that that energy, as it's returned to you, that it's washed and transmuted through the white light of God, so that it's purified as it's returning to you. And you can ask Archangel Michael to help you in this activity. You can ask your guardian angel, your main guide, to be there. They're all there as a spiritual force to help you in cleaning and clearing your energy field so you can activate on a much higher level. Now, the next step to this practice, once you've given him or her all of their energy back, visualize it going back to them. Remember, your hands are really powerful. You can actually do this with your hands. Pull the energy out of you as you're giving it back, okay? With compassion and with grace. You can wipe it down, push it into the earth. Then you're actively bringing your energy back. Then what we want to do is we want to place an energetic metal wall between you, okay? So if you really do not want to exchange energy, and if you're ready to move on, this is a really good thing. And we do this with grace and love. Energetically ask that Archangel Michael, because he's here as the protector from God, okay? Archangel Michael, I ask that you energetically place a metal wall between us. And I want you to visualize a wall going up between you so that no energy exchange is possible from here forward. And as you move through your day, you will realize that you've actually created an impenetrable field between you, and you no longer have that energy exchange. Unless you reactivate it and start going back through old photos or social media or whatever, and you get activated again. Look, you're here on a spiritual pathway, but you're still human. So if that happens, just do it again. You can just say literally in your mind, I return to you all energy that belongs to you. I wash the energy that belongs to me in the white light of God. Put up that wall and start again. The third powerful lesson that I've learned and watched happen through all of the journeys of the clients that I've had over the years is that if you are committed to and invested in your own spiritual growth, you will 100% of the time attract a new partner at a much higher level. How amazing is that? Not to wish any ill will or speak negatively about your ex, because they're on their own spiritual pathway too, and we wish them well. We want them to grow in their own life path, but it's no longer associated with your life path. Right now, we want to focus on activating you on such a higher level. And that means that you're going to be practicing meditation. I want you to really invest in looking at spiritual practices that raise your vibration, because what you're going to be doing is you're going to be connecting to high vibrational states of consciousness, love, clarity, peace, joy, appreciation for your life. The less time you spend, and this is a direct kind of practice for you to stop yourself from ruminating on the low vibrational points of consciousness, which are regret and shame and guilt and all of that negative stuff. Let the past be the past. Keep a mantra in your mind that says, all has been as it should be, all is in perfect timing. And trust that all that happened was as it should have been, and that now you're starting in this moment to raise your vibration, raise your frequency so that you can attract 100% of the time on a higher level. And so as you're going to grow and improve and not be the person that you were a year ago, 6 months ago, 3 months ago, you're going to be engaging yourself in self-love affirming activities. That means treating yourself to the roses, lighting the candles, taking the bubble bath, really immersing yourself in a life that is full of self-love, where you're surrounded in your environment with things that you love, things that bring you joy, so that on a daily basis, you're reminding yourself, your mental mind and your heart center, that you are loved just as you are, and that you have this new beginning and that you can look forward to. So as you look at this, practice envisioning attracting on a higher level, not shaming your ex. That's a low vibration. That involves that low state of consciousness. We're not involving him or her. We're just looking ahead. I am going to attract on a much higher level because I have risen to a higher level myself. And that is bringing a powerful new relationship into your life. I'm going to give you the 2 final powerful lessons for getting through a divorce and transforming your life. But before I do, if you like this information, go ahead and like this video. That really helps me out. And subscribe to my channel so you can get all the latest leading edge content as it drops on YouTube. Back to the video. Now, the 4th biggest lesson that I've learned in my own life and in working with clients over the past 20 years is that this time alone can be the most stress-free time of freedom, transformational time in your life's journey. Once you get through the grief of what's happened and you work through your stuff with a counselor or a coach and you're tending to yourself and you start to feel those bursts of freedom and songs are making you happy again and you want to watch your favorite shows again and you want to go out and engage with the world again, you can find and tap into an excitement that you realize you have something that everyone that's in a relationship doesn't have: freedom. Now, I'm saying that jokingly because obviously in a really healthy relationship, you both have freedom to be who you are. But I would say a great majority of people that are in relationships are struggling with their own personal freedom. And you can look at it like you have a gift right now that you don't have to struggle with all the triggers in a relationship. You don't have to struggle with being disappointed or disappointing somebody. You don't have to go through the back and forth, the up and down, the yo-yo, the not knowing, all that stuff that people often go through in relationships. You are in a place that is clean and clear and pure and free, and you get to do anything that you want to do. If you can have a mindset in your mind right now where you transform your mindset from feeling sorry for yourself that you're single and the rest of the world is in relationships, and you walk around with that, because the universe is going to prove you right. If you feel like everybody has a happy life and you're the only one who's miserable, you're going to constantly see people that you wish would just get a room. You're going to constantly be the only single person at a party. The universe is always conspiring to put you in situations that prove you right. So shift that mindset to one that's like, man, I am fancy free. I can do whatever I want to do right now, and really embolden your own power. Take your power back by refusing to focus on those old mindsets that clog up your energy system. Focus on the freedom that you have in your life. You have the ability now to become the leader of your life without a spouse's input or a partner's input. You don't have to please anybody. You only have to please yourself. Find this way to make all parts of yourself better than before. The best revenge is always to lead an incredible life. So tend to your emotional body, get your counseling if you need that, do your healing, tend to your energy body, do Reiki therapy over your body, tend to your mental mind, maybe take a new course, maybe go and learn a new skill or something that you've always wanted to do. Get in better shape, like commit to your body's health. You no longer are sitting eating popcorn and pizza on the couch with another person and like sitting in that fat and happy stage that so many of us get into. You are free to do whatever you want to do. So invest in taking in better food for your body, drinking more water, being active, having the freedom and feeling the freedom as you're out walking, running, going on a trip alone, kayaking, paddleboarding, whatever it is that you're doing. Amp up that feeling of freedom. I am free, and feel the expansion in your chest, because the more that you resonate with that essence of freedom, the more you're going to attract a person into your life, if you desire to, that is going to also have that mindset. And that kind of a match is a match made in heaven. And the final lesson that I've learned with clients as I've watched them go through the divorce or the breakup journey and they transform is that you will find when you meet your person, not only will you not be confused, but you will know why it didn't work out with anybody else. 100% of the time. You're gonna lock in with somebody once you're taking these tips and tools and techniques, and you are really amplifying and clearing your energy, and you're tending to your body, and you've clarified the way that you feel on all levels. You will meet someone that is, this is universal law. You will meet someone that matches your energy. If you go on a date or introduce to somebody that doesn't match your energy, because you're so clean and clear now, you will know immediately, and you can send them away with grace. But when you meet that person, it'll be like you've known them forever. It'll be a soul match, and you'll be like, oh my gosh, I realize now why I went through all of the breakups, all of the stuff that you went through before, because all of it sharpened your ability to tune into yourself, to find your own self-love, to help you to grow on every level so that you're attuned to the match that is really meant for you to go long-term. And that is a beautiful thing. So if this kind of information is really lighting you up and you really want to find a way to transform your life, to activate on a higher level, to attract a future partner that is so much higher frequency than you've had in the past, I have a retreat where that's one of the things that we focus on, and it's called the Wild Wonder Retreat. We're going to be purifying you so that you can clear all the old blocks. You can start again, transformed. We're going to have it at a luxury beachfront location. To get all the details to Wild Wonder, click the link below, and I can't wait to see you there.